Yeah, and shoot them with the Sony. That's the worst
gonna have
thing.
to be. I don't have I mean, I would obviously I would love to have this be 1080p and full quality and like shit, even surround sound if we had that money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't even think we had that capability. I don't even think you can do that live. But
who cares?
Regardless,
about that?
But my point is, look, I mean, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. Like we just don't. We're not rich.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, when I bought the laptop that Adam's in front of now, like I explained to him, I understand the thing.
It worked great before.
It worked great for what I thought the show was going to be. We started adding cameras, and we tried to make it do that, but it's not made for that. And like I said, if I had any idea that we were going to attempt this, we'd buy a different computer. I mean, at the time, I had at least a couple $100 more to spend on a computer, and we could have gotten that done.
But like I said, man, number one, it's not like we have a huge audience.
Yeah.
We have a very small audience right now, so we got to be realistic with like. I would even say, as long as we can get by with one camera.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like having just one camera because I had that 3-camera luxury.
Yeah.
For so long now, it's been like a month and a half.
Like I said, the only thing is if you can figure out, and this wouldn't be live, but that, like I said, that Minicam, you can't make it live, I don't think. But it's such a smaller program, so we're limited in like things like you have the lower third. You can do the lower third on that, but it's not as fancy. It was just words. Yeah. It's just words you print out.
I have another concern coming up.
All right.
Which is Livestream's going to be putting out version 4 of their program.
Yeah.
And it's not like now if we keep this version on here, we're okay.
Yeah.
But it's set up like other programs are where it doesn't give you the actual file. Like you have to download it. Remember you click it and then it downloads. So as long as you don't upgrade once that comes out, whenever that may be, we're okay.
Yeah.
My concern is, there's no... People continue to develop software for more powerful computers. They say fuck people who are poor.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, that's why I understand. Like, I really like the program that we're using. I really like the Livestream program. But I keep bringing up the Minicam because it's so small. If you look at it, it literally takes up less of space than like one of our shows, like the whole program.
Okay.
So it's fucking nuts. Like what it can do for how cheap it was.
Hey, I was just thinking, another thing that might help is, see, I don't know, maybe because this streams and it saves a file at the same time.
Yes.
Which takes up processing power. I'm wondering if we have like an external, even another thumb drive.
Oh, because I have an external hard drive.
Okay, we'll try it next time.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, I mean we don't really have a choice because for bands, for really for anything, this is the better place to record at.
Yeah.
We have a lot more space. We can use it. We
can really use it 24 hours. Like if we wanted to do 2 a.m, we could do 2 a.m.
Yeah, if we wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, the band would be a little bit obnoxious for the neighbors, but being in here and talking, like we could do whatever the fuck we want. We could, like I said, if we ever,
that brings up a good point. Loading. Let's just say I was a nut and we were gonna have a band in Studio Attic.
Yeah.
Loading in instruments up and down stairs, pain in the ass. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get better. You cannot get better. Like I said, if this was a recording studio, a loading dock at a recording studio is like a luxury that I don't even know any studios that have that.
Yeah.
But to have
that and that really makes me think about like what the future of this would be is like make that accessible, because I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about I'm betting that because it's a warehouse they own, so I bet Adam Carolla has some situation like that where he has like a movable wall, so it's easier to bring shit in and out.
Yeah.
Because it's in his warehouse, and he built it. It was literally just a warehouse standing there, and he wasn't using. So he first put a little room in it. Then he made it to the point where it was a collection of some of his cars, and another room was the green room. A collection of his fucking cars is the green room. And then he has this nice ass studio with booths and shit. I mean, but I'm telling you, I bet he thought about that because of all the cars. There's probably a movable wall in the studio that has inaccessible things. So.
As nutty as this sounds, I was thinking, again, this is just all hypothetical. If I came into $1 billion or even, $10 million or whatever, I would get the attic like built in a soundstage so that people didn't like all of a sudden be like, oh my God, he has all that money, just so I have like an area to record, because it actually, from an acoustic standpoint, that room actually sounds great.
Yeah. And but that would be cool, because it's like when in Wayne's World, when they got picked up by the network, they still built their basement in a sound studio.
Yeah, so
exactly.
I don't know how.
Which would be kind of cool. Maybe we could come up with a set that looks like a room.
Right. But like I said,
maybe like a cutoff of your attic. Like
what we lost, we gained. But I think as soon as we get, basically, we'll get like a slightly better computer than we had in the attic.
Yeah.
And this will be the Reaper computer again.
Yeah.
And we'll be good. And we'll be broadcasting 720p, because we had the internet connection. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Where we were planning on doing the show before didn't have internet. So you would have had that monthly expense.
Yeah.
Which would have been a pain in the ass. So now, instead of paying, I guess it would have been around $75, $80 a month.
Yeah.
For internet that you're only using once a week, that can go towards a computer.
Exactly.
And we'll be good. And really, I think at that point, you have a computer, and then I think the only other thing we need is more inputs.
Yeah.
For the bands, and that's it. And I think we'll be really good at that point.